Why do the majority of men no longer want to get married these days? Hello my dear subscribers. For those who don't know me, my name is El Mochko, and I come in this video to give you the real reasons why young men don't want to get married these days. But before we start the video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and to like the video. First of all, you should know that life is getting more and more expensive. And what to get married, especially to a girl who is not intelligent, it's like committing suicide. Let's first take the case of the West and then we will talk about Africa. Among Westerners, we don't pay the woman's dowry. We get married, but when it comes time to divorce, we divide man's good into two, and it ruins many men. We can even kick you out of your house and give it to your ex-wife. What if you had children? You have no right to keep these children, but these children stay with their mother and you pay at the end of each month. What makes girls no longer marry for love, but marry to divorce? And especially in marriage, it's 50-50. Households are shared, the kitchen is shared, the man must cook for 3 days, and the woman too, and this diminishes the authority and dignity of the man and decides to divorce. But at the level of divorce there is also a problem. He will lose part of his property. This is why elsewhere in Europe, men no longer flirt with girls. Now let's go back to Africa. In Africa it's another thing. First, before marrying a girl, you flirted with her. If she is stupid, she will waste your time before accepting, and try to ruin you, by forcing you to take him to luxury restaurants, where she has never set foot, and where all his savings can't pay for a dish. After, if the relationship becomes serious, you go see his parents and you pay the dowry. If these parents are wise, you won't have to spend too much. But if the family is poor, they will try to increase their standard of living thanks to this dowry. And they will ruin you by giving you a large sum to pay, while the dowry is basically a recognition. Only we write the things to pay for prayer and the loincloth that the woman will wear when she is in the home, as well as the kitchen utensils. And then the church wedding. The man still spends millions for church decoration, car rental, general reception, the private reception, the hotel in which they will spend the honeymoon. And worse, the woman, once at home, displays rude and disrespectful behavior towards this man. She refuses to do anything to support the man, and still becomes a burden. Others say they are equal to their husbands, that the husband must also wash the dishes and cook, like Europeans do. Tell me, if you were a man, what would you do? Why do men have to marry, if they can hire a housewife to maintain the house and cook? And for sex, it's free outside. Tell me, why should a man marry? This is why we often say that we marry for a question. We don't get married like that. Today's girls are not ready for marriage, and the man loses a lot by getting married, rather than becoming a wanderer who goes from girl to girl. It's shocking, but it's the sad reality. This is why even now men decide to marry when they are old, like at 60. Because today's girls are no longer aware and no longer have value. So it's better to step on it and throw them away than to honor them. Strangely, she realizes at 35, when their youth is already over, which man will marry old girls, especially if he is childless? Because the 35-year-old woman is very close to menopause and also the beauty of the child. If the mother is old, it's reflected in the child's face. Men calculate all their points. It's not that they're bad. Give me your opinion in the comments of this video. Join me in private coaching for more paid advice, of course. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Share video. It was Professor El Mochko.